Hey, what's up guys? Ryan from Elevate Security here, back with another video. We're going to be covering some more Linux today. We're going to look at some basic shell scripts, very basic, but to show you how even the most simple shell scripts can still be useful in OSCP. Now, I will say before I end up taking, come exam time and going for the OSCP, I'm going to greatly improve my automation. I'm going to have it running at a pretty sophisticated, high-level advanced thing where it's automating a lot more of my security testing. But I just want to show you how quick and dirty you can write some of your scripts and get value out of it still. This is by no means at all an advanced script, and I've definitely written a lot more complex bash stuff than this. But I literally wrote this script in about 5 minutes, and I've been using it every time I've been doing these hack the box machines, and even I can use it in the OSCP labs if I wanted to, right? That's the thing. If you make your own scripts, you can use it. There is no restriction. There's absolutely zero restriction on using a tool that you built. So just keep that in mind. Definitely pays dividends to develop some kind of working knowledge of writing code. So if I go back a couple directories, you'll see a bunch of scripts here that I have. Now, ideally, the most optimal way is just to have one program and you fire off and does everything, and that's where I'm going to be working towards. And to be honest, I'm probably not going to use bash when I do it. When I want to write things quick and dirty, I'll use bash because it's really easy when you're working with Linux to write bash stuff. But the first thing I have, I always fire this up. I do the VPN here, and what it does is it connects me to the Hack the Box network, because remember, you got to fire up that VPN to do that. Now let's just take a look at that script and we can break it down. It's really that simple. So this is an annoying thing that I would have to type every single time I fire up my Kali box and I want to do some Hack the Box, right? I would have to go into the op VPN directory, and then I would have to run it as root, the open VPN, and then my VPN file. I mean, it doesn't seem like much, but every single time doing that got annoying, so I just made a quick script. So now, whenever I fire up my Kali box, I'm automatically in this directory anyway, so it's right there. So I just do this, hit tab, boom, enter. So literally, how many key presses is that? 1, 2, 3. Fourth is tab, and then enter. So like what, 5 keys instead of all the other stuff I'd have to type there. It's a small thing. That one is a very small thing, but you'd be surprised how much nicer that alone feels. So after I get my VPN thing connected, I hit Control-Shift-N to spawn a new, to instantly spawn a new shell. A little shortcut there for you, Control-Shift-N. And I'm still in this directory. Now, say I want to start on a new box. That's when I would run the init_hdb.sh script. So let's just break that one down. Remember what I said before in previous videos, that is, bash scripts are nothing more than running bash commands, but just putting it into a text file and then it sequentially runs them. It's really that simple. Any of these lines could be ran on their own. I get to do this all from the console, just typing these in one line at a time, and would achieve the same thing. By putting it in this text file and running it as a bash script, it will just execute them all in order for me, saving me time. This one, a little bit more complex than the first one. Now, with this one here, I'm using the read command here. This is how you can take user input. This is a little shortcut way to do it here. If you do it with a -p flag, I can prompt the user to enter the Hack the Box name, and then whatever they type, it will store it in the variable name. I do the same thing for IP address, stored in the variable IP. In bash, when you declare a variable, you just do it like this. Now, when you call upon a variable in bash, you have to put the sigil, $sign in front of it to denote that it's a variable. So it's not like PHP where you have a sigil when you declare it and call it. Only when you call the variable in bash do you need the sigil. So basically, I'm just taking some user input here, assigning it to variables, and then I am going into my Hack the Box directory, creating, based off of that name, creating the nmap subdirectory and the subdirs subdirectory, and then I am going into that nmap folder for that particular box, and I'm just running my scans in order. It got really annoying to create these folders every single time and to run these nmap recon commands every single time. I've done this hundreds of times. So now my script just kicks off my default nmap scan and tells me when it's done, and immediately kicks off the full scan, tells me when it's done, immediately kicks off the UDP scan. So now I can just fire this off, and yeah, when I see it's done, then I can go and run the next script that I'll show you. And this one is also a pretty short script. This is the continue.htb.sh script here. So for this one, it's simply like, hey, what's the box? All right, now you're in that box, and then run tmux. So if I run this as root, then it'll spawn that root tmux shell. Now I don't have to manually go in there and fire up tmux. I'm already in my tmux shell, so I can quickly spawn multiple windows. If you're not familiar with tmux, it's this thing. You've probably seen this thing at the bottom a lot in my videos. It's tmux. So it just automatically, boom. Let me just show you the whole process really quick. Let's grab a random box from Hack the Box. Well, okay, we have IRCT running already, so I'm actually going to take that. We're just going to call it something different, right? So looking at this whole entire process here, let me go ahead and disconnect from this network. So, yep, I log on, do this. It prompts me for the root thing, root account password, and then it connects to that. Control-Shift-N, new window. And then here I am. Let me just make sure I'm connected to the network really fast. I am, because I have my ton 0 showing here. So now, just do a new box. And so I will tell it, we'll call it IRCT_test. That's what I'll call this box. But the IP is 10.10.10.117. And then boom, look, it's already starting up nmap. So now while it's doing that, Control-Shift-N again, another new window, and we can do the continue script. So now I do that, and I can tell it IRCT test is the box. And this is still not the most efficient thing because I'm having to be prompted multiple times. So you see there's a lot of room for improvement. But as opposed to doing everything completely manual, it's way better. Look, now I got my tmux shell spawned as the root account in this directory already. And I can see, hey, there's an nmap directory. And look, it already completed the short nmap. Let's go over here and see what it found. Okay, it found 22 and 80, and now it's already running my full scan for me. I didn't have to type any of that. You see how fast this is? And it only gets better from here as you continue to automate more and more stuff and optimize your automation. So this is the most elementary, basic, almost, to be honest, this is almost script kiddie level of automation, really. But I just wanted to show you how in 5 minutes you can write something very quick and dirty that can save you a lot of time just in such a short amount of time spent writing it. Now, it only gets better from here as you refine. Start off simple with a minimum viable product, as I have here, and then you can keep adding onto it over time. And I'm going to be creating more videos on automation stuff and showing you even further how I automated different things. Maybe spark some ideas, and maybe you guys have some cool ideas too that you'd like to share. Drop that down in the comments section below then. But yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying the content so far. If you are, please subscribe and hit the like button. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.